Alright, what's up y'all? Soul here, and welcome back to the story mode. So, today, it's very obvious that we're going to be talking just a little bit about all of the Sparking Zero news that released earlier today, right? Because obviously, a ton of people went out to Summer Games Fest, and they were able to get their hands on a little bit of a demo, a little bit of a showcase demo up at the event. And so, you know, a lot of like the big Dragon Ball YouTubers, C-Rax, Dota, even Fidel, got their hands on a demo and things like that, but they also actually gave us a little bit of a showcase to show us like some of the new game modes and what some layouts look like and stuff like that. So we're gonna skim a lot of these different videos and just chit chat a little bit about Sparking Zero. Also, I might sound a little winded. I've been running up and down like a maniac these stairs, so I'm sorry, but that's what's gonna happen. So you know, by the time you guys see this, I'm gonna be away on a little bit of a vacation, you know what I'm saying? So you're probably gonna see a couple of videos laid out like this where I just kind of ramble to you guys, but hey, you know, what's new? The only difference is we're able to, you know, physically see what I'm talking about in a live manner, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's gonna be a lot of random videos coming out through the course of this week, and, you know, that's just me trying to get ahead of the game, because I have been very sporadic with uploads these last couple of weeks, and I'm sorry for that, but, you know, just, you know, a lot to deal with. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Let's go ahead and start talking a little bit about Sparking Zero. Now, I have not seen this trailer at all, right? But, you know, everybody and their mothers have shown us more than enough. Oh, wait. Okay, so they did show us a little bit of this during the beginning. Here is the trailer that they showed us at, I'm just gonna mute this a little bit. This is the gameplay trailer that they showed us at, Summer Games Fest. So we've seen all that, right? But here he's gonna be talking, so June, he's gonna be talking about a couple of game modes. Some of these game modes are actually extremely insane. So there's Episode Battle, which is essentially our story mode per se, right? And so as we saw in the story, or like in the story aspect of that trailer, you can pick out different scenarios, and it essentially plays out as a what-if scenario, right? So in this situation, you know, they have a situation in which, you know, the very beginning of Z, where you could, you know, go the normal route, go with Piccolo, see what happens, or you could actually choose to go it alone, and something different will play out. A different event entirely will play out for Goku's what if, you know, storyline. And apparently there's going to be multiple storylines and things like that. You'll probably see the video. I'm not looking too hard into what he's saying right now, only because, you know, the game is only a couple of months away at this point, so, you know, I don't really want to get too spoiled on it. If I can, you know, stay away from that, that would be great. But for the most part, we can see different outcomes of the story. For example, Goku going Super Saiyan stupid early against Vegeta, which is absolutely ridiculous, right? And so, you know, I'm super excited for that. That's going to be really, really cool, right? But obviously after that, they show us the custom battles. And this is where everybody and their mothers are going to be spending decades on this game. This game is going to be feeding us forever, because we're going to be able to get literally just custom story situations, which is insane, right? I don't know if this is the one. Is it? I think so. Yes, this is the one where essentially, you know, people can set up conditions. They could set up storylines. They could set up conditions. They could set up a ton of different ways for you to win the match or just play the game. And like, it's crazy, right? So they created this scenario right here of Vegito and Gogeta fighting each other, and you're messing with the cutscenes. You're messing with the title screens, everything, and anybody is able to make stuff like that. And that is absolutely insane. That is ridiculous. Okay, like, no wonder this game took its time. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely bananas that we're able to put our own captions, we're able to put whatever. And it's like, what? Like, that's absolutely ridiculous how much work they put into this game, and I'm so looking forward to spending absolutely just an insane amount of hours just doing whatever, right? Now, there is one thing we should probably take a look at, right? This is just talking about, oh, here we go. So, you know, essentially we were wondering for a long time if we were going to get any kind of multiplayer and stuff like that, right? And obviously we got online multiplayer, but we were talking about local multiplayer, because that was a very important aspect of the Budokai Tenkaichi series when we played it on PS2, and I guess the occasional Wii, whatever, because we were always playing with our buddies local when we were playing Budokai Tenkaichi. We didn't have online like that, and so we figured, like, okay, well, if you really want to have that, that same feel, we got to have some kind of local multiplayer, and I feel like that would be really beneficial, right? And, essentially, they wanted to give it to us, but if they tried to implement that with all of the stages that they currently have available in Sparking Zero, with the setup and layout that they have, it would have taken another, couple of months to maybe another year of just pure development just to even get local multiplayer working. So essentially, they made it so that there was a very limited amount of stuff to destroy and a lot of just visual limitations in the background by giving us solely Hyperbolic Time Chamber for local multiplayer, which, fine, cool, it's not as dynamic as a lot of us probably would have liked, but I think I can live with that under the circumstances, given, hey, we have it, it'll be a little less dynamic of a battle, in some aspects, but it's still cool that we have it. But it's not really that big of a deal to a lot of us, because a lot of us are going to be playing this game online for the most part anyway. That's where we're going to be spending 100% of our time, or at least 99% of our time, and then maybe the occasional 1% where I have a buddy over and we're waiting on something, whatever, be like, hey, quick game, bet, and we just, we pull up. This is not my PlayStation controller. Where is it? And we pull up, we roll up with the PlayStation controller. But yeah, so for the most part, I'll gladly take the little bit that they gave us here with the local multiplayer. That's totally fine, right? So I'll live with that, okay? So another couple of major things to talk about here is absolutely the fact that they changed up so much in terms of how the game looks, how the game feels, and a lot of things like that. And one thing that a lot of people were kind of complaining about today is how they're not really all that keen on what the official character selection screen looks like, right? And honestly, I think it's kind of ridiculous to be arguing about this solely for two reasons. One, it's a character select screen. It doesn't even need to be that dynamic. Not that this even looks all that bad to me. I know it's not the crazy organized, scrolling situation that we had in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which is fine, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's a little less organized, but I can live with that, especially because all the characters are kind of in some kind of an order from, when we see them or how strong they are, something like that. I'm sure that there's a way to, organize that. But two, it's the fact that I want to see if I can find it, but essentially, there's a situation in which you can literally... There's a situation in which you are literally able to choose your characters or your set of characters for the 3v3 mode or 5v5 mode or whatever it is, and it jumps right into the battle. It's instant. You just go, right? Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get this in 1080. My bad, y'all. There we go. So essentially, it's kind of like a give and take. Yeah, it's not the most organized looking menu that we've ever seen or anything like that. However, it's kind of a give and take because now, you pick your characters and you go in there. Also, I'm going to be, kind of scrolling through a bunch of other YouTubers' gameplay and stuff like that because I didn't get invited to Summer Games Fest because I'm not a big YouTuber by any means, and that's fine. But, give and take, we're going to be checking out their gameplay, right? And so we're getting everybody's full gameplay and stuff like that. Who is this here? Who's playing right now? This is, I don't know how to pronounce that, but, anyway. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Oh my god, yeah. Also, something to keep of note is that a lot of the build that everybody was able to play, all of the influencers were able to play at Summer Games Fest, was an earlier build. It was not the current build of the actual finished product, right? Sorry, just got to check out some things here. Cool, awesome. So, essentially, they were playing it on an older build, which means that a lot of things are not completely 100% polished. Things are a little wonky. Not all of the characters are available. They had a very, very specific set of characters that were available for Summer Games Fest, and characters that they were able to utilize for the gameplay and stuff like that. And that's totally fine. I get that. Whatever. They had to give a semi-working build so that people could do whatever they wanted. at Summer Games Fest with the limitations put on them. And by the time that we get the full game, they'll still have a lot to look forward to, because if they gave them the full build during that, they would have experienced everything, or they would have just kept getting in line. It would have been kind of a ridiculous situation, right? So that's fine, whatever. They got a limited version of the game, and it looks pretty good. And you can see that there's, like, you know, different ways to switch characters if you're playing Team Battle, as well as a way to switch or go Super Saiyan or transform like you would be able to in OG Budokai Tenkaichi, which is great. That's awesome. It looks good. It's super swift. It's just, you know, holding a button essentially, and you just get it to work, right? And so it's still, even this earlier build, you know, like it looks great. It still looks incredible to me, you know. There are some characters that I hope that, you know, get some real buffs and, you know, get a little bit of an up in speed and stuff like that in terms of combos and whatever, because there's just some characters that just do not look like they feel good to play. Honestly, Super Trunks does not look great to play to me, and it's just like, oh, well, that's unfortunate, because Trunks is one of my favorite characters in the series, in the franchise even, and so, you know, if I would really hope that his character would be good, especially the Super variant, which is, you know, his strongest variation so far, you know? You know, right now, you know, they're kind of taking their time to really plan around here. You can see that. Oh, yeah, if you're doing Team Battle, if you have either Goku or Vegeta, you know, for example, in your party as well, if you have both of them in your party, you can do fusions off rip. And so you're able to do that mid-battle, and that is just such an awesome thing. I know we're going to be doing nothing but team battles online, stuff like that. We're going to be absolutely abusing that. So fusions are going to be just such a common thing, especially because Gogeta and Vegeta are easily some of the strongest characters on that roster by far. Like, there's really no debating that. They're going to be some of the strongest on the roster. And so you're able to go Super Vegito and Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. And they look great, man. They're so dramatic with it. I love it. And then there's him beating on Super Trunks. That's crazy, man. So, you know, I'm gonna skip around a little bit here. They're fighting against Golden Frieza, would not stand a chance against Blue Vegeta. He would get mollywopped. It's crazy. But yeah, no, you can see, like, you know, they really went ham with, like, all the visual effects mostly. Like, everything looks just so fluid and fun and flashy. And people have been arguing all day whether or not this looks better or worse than Fighters. Saying this looks worse than Fighters, or even, like, nowhere near, like, on par with Fighters, is absolutely insane. You are insane. We are not looking at the same game if you don't think that this looks as good or possibly even better than Fighters. Like, I get it. Fighters is so good. It's very stylized. I'm not knocking Fighters, but this game looks absolutely beautiful. You are tripping hard balls if you don't think this game looks absolutely insane, right? And I appreciate that so much. This game looks incredible, right? But yeah, no, we're really getting a good sense of, like, different gameplay. Oh. But yeah, no, you could see... Oh, hold on. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, so this is Doya's, like, video here that he put out earlier. He's got a ton of gameplay and stuff like that. And he played in, is this West City? I'm not entirely sure. But it's such a detailed-looking city. It looks incredible. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm so excited. This is probably going to be my favorite map, by far. The background... Oh, that's water. Okay, it kind of blends in awkwardly. I'm sure that'll be, you know, detailed a little bit better when we get our final build and everything like that. But just these characters in this, like, area, it just looks so good. Everything looks so fluid, flashy. The backgrounds look great. They look super highly detailed, and it just looks much more impactful than even the original Budokai Tenkaichi games, and even Raging Blast, I would argue. Like, it's just such a dynamic background to be fighting in, and I'm so excited to be able to get my hands on it, right? Now, I don't know if they're gonna do it in this video. I gotta see if I can find it. I don't think they do it in this video. But essentially, there is a situation in which now we have this thing called, I believe it's called Grab Clashes, right? And so think of Beam Clashes, which, by the way, is back. Did he do it? Oh, okay, no, this is the regular thing. This is fine. But essentially, we have this thing called Grab Clashes, and what you do is, if you both grab at the same time, it does the, like, little finger interlocking things that we saw in that trailer last time, in the trailer before our most recent one, where it was Kefla and Broly going head-to-head with our little grab clash. So that's what that was. That explains what that was. You know, maybe if I could find it, I'll edit it in somewhere. I don't know who has that gameplay. Gameplay's been floating around all day. It's just so hard to keep track of everything that's going on, right? So, essentially, and I did mention this is Doya's gameplay, right? Either way. But there's just so much to it, right? And even the entrances are just incredible, man. Yeah, and so, you know, they've got even more flashy moves to show off. We've got the crazy, like, is this Dragon Fist? No, this is the move that Super Saiyan 3 Goku did to Janemba in the movie, and that's also, we better see Janemba, bro. I know we are. At some point, we're gonna see Janemba. I just hope we see him sooner than later, because Janemba is one of the sickest designed enemies in the franchise, by far to me. It was so cool, right? But either way, they're introducing a lot of different concepts and unique things and mechanics to this game, and they really went all out on the design and, you know, just details on everything, just to the way they move around, to the fluidity of the fighting, to every little action and detail, to like every punch looks absolutely incredible, to all of their specials as well, because this right here, this Dragon Fist, I've never seen this, by the way. This Dragon Fist looks crazy, dude. Just the visual effects are out of this world, man. Out of this freaking world. Alright, and I can't wait to just spend hours upon hours upon hours with my buddies, just making up scenarios for them to play, making challenges for them to play, going through other people's challenges, because I'm sure we'll be able to post all of those online for people to go through and suffer through, because that'll be really, really funny. I guess he did a little edit there. That was kind of strange. That was funny, though. And there's just going to be so many different things for us to do, and it's going to be super exciting. I'm really looking forward to everything that they have to offer with these games, and I really can't wait. I really can't wait. But I think I've talked enough, right? I think we got a general gist of everything that we have to look forward to. I'm sure that there's a lot more that I missed, but again, I wasn't at Summer Games Fest, so I can't really talk too much about it from an inside perspective like everybody else. Even this video here is going to be super late. You'll probably see this the day after all of the gameplay gets released, which is today, so tomorrow, I guess. And again, by the time you see it, I'm going to be gone, so every video after this is going to sound... Some videos may sound a little out of date or kind of late because, you know, I just saved them for when I was on my little vacation here, so that while I was gone, you guys had stuff to look forward to. However, if the Nintendo Direct does come out next week, I will be front and center right there. Like, do not doubt me. But either way, so that just about wraps it up for this one. This looks beautiful. I'm really looking forward to... I'm so looking forward to Sparking Zero. It's not even funny. I'm going to be doing every just possible thing you can absolutely do in this game. I'm going to be doing rank like a madman. You guys are going to be seeing it on the channel. I'm going to be challenging you guys through live streams. If that's something that you guys are interested in, I'm going to be doing all the different, like, custom challenges that people are going to be making. I'm going to be making my own. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to play with every possible character that we have, and it's going to be a grand time. Grand time. But that just about does it for this one. So, I'll leave you guys to it. Tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below. Do you guys think that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero looks absolutely phenomenal? You're looking forward to everything that we're going to be getting in this game, and it's looking good for you? Or are you a little weary? Are you a little nervous? Does it look like it's not going to be too appealing to you? Tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I'm always going to be down there with you guys. But with that, it does appear to be, yep, skedaddle o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and do just that. I'd like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, I'm gone. So, thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor, taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time.